All right. Welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you. So, the first thing I want to start out asking you is, growing up, your dad is well known in Philly. If you're a boxing fan, everyone knows your father. So, how was it like for you growing up?
Oh wow. Okay, so that's a good question. It was interesting. I grew up in north side of Philadelphia. And I like to always say I had the older version of Joe Frazier. So I had the smoking Joe Frazier that was signing autographs and kissing babies and taking pictures and kind of living his life as an older man, like he's put in the work to where he's at. So I kind of got I don't want to say the good part, but it was the good part because I was able to, talk to him and have conversations and, talk about those things of how was the fights back in the day and be able to watch those fights and get the commentary. Like it was so interesting to see. It was so great to have. My dad traveled a lot. So, at times where I can go to things like on the East Coast or he's driving to anything, I would go with him. So it was very interesting, I will say. I'm very thankful for the time that I got with my dad and learning just about just some of the cool things, like, being able to go to the gym with him and,
Mhm.
watch him like train other boxers and then also seeing him in his element and how he talks to people and how he responds to questions and things like that. Like it was just so refreshing to see. I'm very thankful that I had him when I did, especially at the age that he was at, because I learned so much from him.
Well, yeah, nice, nice. And like you said, I'm sure you went back and watched his fights and all. Is there any fight of his that you like the most?
Oh, um, he had a couple fights, and I know people don't usually talk about them. Of course, we always talk about the Ali Frazier fights. Those are always good. There's so many damn documentaries. There's so much. I sometimes wish that I always had this vision. But I'm gonna blame Assad because it's his fault. I always had this vision. Ali has a younger son. His name is Ali. We're about the same age. We're both big. And we're the last of our fathers. And I always said we should sit down and like watch the fight together in Madison Square Garden, Times Square, and like recap what we learned from our fathers and just kind of something for like the young generation. I still
Yeah,
have
that'd
that
be
vision.
awesome.
I know, I think it's a great idea. I've been still trying to work on that vision. I don't know how I'm going to get it to happen. I really blame Assad, but I'm trying to make it happen. But I will say some of my fondest fights that I did enjoy watching my father was probably his young days when he went to the Olympics and he went to go win a gold medal. Like, he was like one of the first black men to ever win like a gold medal. Like, there's so much history, and I think that's just so powerful itself to have that. It's just great. Those are the fights I really enjoy, like seeing my dad when he was young, because when he gets older, yes, love seeing him at his peak, of
Yeah.
course, but like just seeing how he started to where he ended, it's just always great. But there's not really like my favorite. I don't know if I really have a favorite. I mean, no, I can't say what's my favorite. I mean, of course, watching all the Ali and Frazier fights they're all brutal.
Oh
Like
my
they're all
God.
brutal. Like I don't think people understand how brutal it was because my dad used to tell me like how like he was like going blind in one eye and his eye was completely shut and how his like jaw, like they were literally trying to kill each other every time they could. So I don't think people understood it, but those are always good to watch.
Oh wow. Okay.
Mhm.
And
I don't talk about the Foreman fights. Never will. Never will, never have. My dad used to say, George Foreman was like a god, like a Greek god. He couldn't believe how big he was. It was insane. But I'll never talk about those fights. And that's just respect for my dad. But
well, yeah,
hey.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And did you ever have any urge to go into the ring? Like, like, was that
Oof.
ever anything on your mind, like growing up or even now, like to train the box?
You know, Rocco, now that you kind of say that, no. I think when I was younger, I wanted to do it. My dad wouldn't allow me to do it. You know, some people are just like, I can't believe you're Joe Frazier's son and you didn't like, because people think like when your dad's an athlete, you're supposed to do the same thing. And it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
no, like my dad didn't want that. My dad was main focus on me like going to school, focusing on like my education, my goals, the things that I need to achieve, learning how to read and write, like things that he was not able to do because he sacrificed, not saying he did. He sacrificed the things that you should do as a child to follow his dreams, and his dream was to be the world champion. So he wanted me to be able to go and do those things. My brothers and sisters have already done that. He's done that with two, like literally like three of my brothers and sisters, and two of
Okay.
them actually went in and went into the professional field. He was like, I don't need no more. He's like, I don't want the rest of my kids doing that. Especially I'm the baby. So, he's like, we're done with that. I don't need no more boxing children. But I did a little bit of amateur when I was young,
Oh wow.
My dad taught me how to fight a little, taught me how to fight, but it never went that far. It never went that far. Never.
Okay, okay. And like what drew you to the world of entertainment? Because I see you're you're going for acting. Like
Hmm.
you were in big big brother 2023.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
how did that all come about?
Let me say, Rocco, I will say this. My dad was the part that I think people don't know. My dad was like a singer. He loved entertaining. He loved cracking jokes. He was a funny person. My dad was a funny person, and I don't think people knew that about him unless you really got the chance to hang out with him. And you had to hang out with him like multiple times to see how funny he is. So I feel like I got more of the entertainment and the funny and all that, not just from him, but also my mom. My mom is also a damn hoot too. Like she's hilarious. So growing up, I always wanted to do reality TV. I watched so much reality TV. I was like, The Real World and The Flavor of Love and the this and the that, like everything you could think of. And I like fell in love with it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I'm gonna be a reality star. I'm gonna be a star. Like I'm meant for TV. And throughout my years, I kept auditioning for random things. I auditioned for Real World like 6 times. I auditioned for any show that I can get on, I audition for. And then, I would say I did a little show when I was like 19. I usually don't talk about it as much, but I did MTV Made. And I
Okay.
did that just to kind of crack that door open. And I did something. I did something I knew how to do. I got made into a boxer. I was like, okay, look, I know how to do some of it.
Yeah.
So the goal was me just to open the door so people knew who I was. And like I said, it was a little bit of a door, but that wasn't enough for me. So I lost my job during the end of COVID.
Ooh.
And then once I lost my job, I'm so sorry. I had lost my job at the end of COVID, and I was like, you know what? I need to like I had a friend of mine in the past who introduced me to this show, Big Brother, and I fell in love with it. And then I was like, you know what? I lost my job. Why not? Like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
audition.
exactly.
I put the tape in at the end of December, and then I got the call in February. And I remember being like, it's got to be fake. Who's this like calling me? I remember being like, get the fuck off my phone. Who the fuck? It's bad. Okay. And then they text me, they're like, no, this is so and so from Big Brother. And I remember just like it was a fast process, but it was a very good process. And I remember just like next you notice, I was on a plane heading to LA and living in the house with people for 4.5 months and introducing the world to who, Derek Frazer is, as they know me
Yeah.
now, as Big D.
Yes.
So it was interesting. I will tell you that, Rocco, it was very, but I love entertainment. I love talking to people. I love making people laugh. I just love being myself. I'm always felt like I'm made for TV. And now that I kind of got the itch, now it's like, okay, it's time to rebrand and try to do something further. I know
Exactly.
you mentioned acting. I would love to do some type of acting gig. But other than that, to be honest, I just want to make people laugh and just be myself and just talk. That's all.
Well, yeah, because like that's always like the first step. Like it's to open the door when you do a show like the real world and big big brother, because
Hmm.
the cameras are always on you, so you kind of do have to act because the camera is on you and you want the fans to see like the fun side, and
Yeah,
they don't want to see anything boring, so you always have to
yeah,
put on a show for the fans because the camera is always on you.
yeah,
So it the big brother kind of trained you to act. And
yeah.
uh, I'm sure you'll probably be looking at like films and TV and stuff like that next.
We'll see. I would love to do some type of film or TV. I do know I want to compete again. I need
Mm-hmm.
one more competition underneath my belt. I don't know what that competition show could be. I mean, I would love if Big Brother did, a spinoff. I know they did like this thing called Reindeer Games. I would love to do
Yes.
that. I would love to do an all-star season. Even though they don't think I'm an all-star, but I am. I would love just to go back and do one more time. If not, there's so many other competition shows like Traders and the Challenge and all these other things that I feel like I would love to go and just compete again and get my hands dirty and see what I can do. So that's where I'm really at. I've been on my fitness journey now.
Okay.
Yep, I have lost over 45 pounds in about
Oh wow.
7 months. I still need more. It's not enough. But I just been going through a transition of just focusing on my health and my mental and learning how to take breaks. Because sometimes it could be overwhelming. I would tell you
Oh
that.
yeah.
It's not all cut and dry,
No.
as people say.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you like most about being on the show? About living in the house? About competing with all these different people that you're living with? Like that must be a little crazy at times.
It was definitely crazy at times. I will say, oh, okay. I would say the one thing I miss is the free groceries. Being able to know I didn't got to spend a dime on what I want to eat or drink or any. It was great. Like free groceries, like save me. And also knowing that free groceries, not moving my car, not putting no miles, no gas. Now bills, no matter what, because when you come home, you got a bunch of bills waiting for you, even though your
Oh, of
friends and
course.
family, yeah, your friends and family might have paid for them, but they want their damn money back. So it's like, oh my God, I got all these bills and stuff. But I do miss just that. And not saying that's the only thing I really could say I miss. I miss the people I played with. Like I love the people that I played my Big Brother 23 season with. Um, I do miss just getting in front of a camera and talking and someone having to listen. Someone has to listen to me rant and listen to my bullshit all day. Like I do miss that. Because now when I call my friends, they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you go. And it's like someone was actually had to listen to me talk all day. So, like I said, I think after you get done doing something, you learn from it. It's now like, oh my God, I want to go back because now I'm like, I'm 3 years out now. It's been 3 years. I'm like now
Yeah.
like I'm completely different than what I was before. And I have such a different mindset where I feel like now I want people to see the upgraded version of Big D, not the same old version I was before. Not saying I'm still a bitch. I'm still gonna say what's on my mind, but at least like you can see that I'm a lot more humble and a lot more understanding of life and how people might feel or things that I might say might offend people. And I have learned that. I definitely have learned that.
Well, okay.
Mhm.
And I see you're also the founder of the cook. the cookout too.
Yes, yes. I can't get rid of them, Rocco, to be honest. I can't get rid of them, all five of them. So yeah, just to kind of break down how the cookout got started. So, when I was going into the Big Brother house in my interview tape or when I was going through casting, I
Mhm.
did make it clear that, hey, if there's more than three Black people or POCs, we're gonna work together because there hasn't been a Black winner. And when I first saw all five of them, I remember going up to each of them. Besides Hannah, I didn't go up until later on, like the next day, because Tiffany already told her. But I went up to each of them and I said, "Hey, we're gonna look out for each other. We're gonna work together. Hey, we're gonna look out for each other. Me, you, da da da. We're gonna work together. We're gonna look out for each other, and we're gonna like make this happen." Okay. So that was when we solidified that we're all working together. We're going to see how far we can get in the game. And then, Xavier came up with the name, the Cookout. And then, we were like, oh, okay, we're going to call it the Cookout. Love that. And then Tiffany, came up with the mastermind plan, putting in how we were going to get to the end because all of us were trying to figure out how we're going to get to the end. But Tiffany's the only person that actually like sat down with a chessboard and was like, we're going to be tied to this and tied to this. And the only sucky part is that the plan didn't really come into execution until after I lost my person. So my person went out early in the game. So I didn't have anybody to really who would fight for me in a jury and things like that. So, that's how the cookout started. And after that, the rest was history. Like, I think we were just kind of like, we're just gonna keep going with this and see how far it goes. But I'm very thankful that I took that time to initiate those conversations because if you don't initiate those type of conversations, nothing's gonna happen. And you gotta
Right.
kind of have that personality to do that, like go for it. So I just went for it. I was like, hey, psh, we working together. Me, you, Azah's my roommate. I remember I was like calling her Asha. I don't know why. Asha's my roommate, and we're all gonna work together. I talked to Tiffany right there when she was unpacking her clothes. I already talked to X in the other room. I talked to Kyland in the back room with me and Azah. I talked to Azah. I didn't talk to Hannah, but then when Hannah came the next day, I talked to her and she said Tiffany was talking to me about some stuff. I said, okay, cool. And that was it. So yeah. Can't get rid of them now. Oh my God, we got a whole group chat. We almost talk every day,
Oh
and
my
we
God.
and we are like we are heathens, okay? We be going at each other's neck, but we also still talk to each other like a family, and we do fight like a family, and we do have our disagreements, but we're just thankful for the season that we were on, but also the rest of the cast of Big Brother 23 is absolutely amazing. They also understood, and we also did healing with them too, because it was a healing process. It wasn't like we came out the house and everyone's like, kumbaya. Even though we're partying and having a good time, there were still layers to things we had to get through to get to where we're at. So I'm very thankful for each of them. I will say that.
Okay, okay. And I notice you're wearing a shirt of my favorite television show. So,
Okay. Oh, great.
are
Okay.
you a big fan of Stranger Things?
I am a big fan of Stranger Things. I'm just upset that we have to wait this long, but I get it. Like it's like, once we get it, we just gotta savor the moment because I know it's the last. But
Yeah.
I love the show. It's amazing. It's my favorite time of when we get it during the summer. It just really solidifies my summer. So I can't wait to 2025. I'm ready. I would say, let me ask you, who's your favorite character? If you had to
Will,
pick one.
Will definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. What's her name with the red hair?
Oh God, yeah, Max.
I love Max. I
Yeah.
love Max. I love Max to death. Love Max. So
Okay.
I'm excited to see them older. Because the
Yeah.
older they get, I just feel like the better it is.
Exactly.
It's just like great. It's like watching Harry Potter, like we waited for the Harry Potter movies every single year. And as the older they got, the more like I felt like the more aggressive and they didn't like, I don't care, I'm gonna pop you in your jaw. Like I love that. Love that about them.
Well, this season's supposed to feature around Will. That's what I was like hearing. like that
Oh.
it's supposed to go back because like the first season is when Will, that they get Will to the other side, and
Will get on my nerves. He get on my nerves. Sometimes I want to love him, and then he get on my damn nerves. He got on my nerves. I'm like, are you what are you gonna be? Are you gay or not? What's up? What's going on with this character? Because I'm so confused. And I'm
well,
just over him
he's
always like always whining. I can't take it.
he's definitely in love with Mike though. Like you plainly could
I
see that.
know, and I just come on, just say it. And you know what's so crazy? Because I think Will in real life is gay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. And I think he goes to school in Philadelphia.
yeah.
Yeah, if I'm correct. Yeah, I would love to run across him. I'd be like, listen, gay to a gay, girl, why they do your character like that? Like, I would have a serious conversation with him just to get him, like, what's going on? What's happening?
I know because I remember watching the interviews with him, and
Yeah.
he always says like he hates the hairstyle that they give him for the show.
It's bad. It's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. Hopefully now, I'm hoping going into next season we change it up. But I don't know. I'm just ready to just see where we're at. Last season was really good for me. I did enjoy that.
It
But
was good. I liked it.
I'm just ready for the big ultimate fight. Let's get to the nitty-gritty so we can get back to things. And at this point, I wouldn't be upset if they did. I know they can't do another of their storyline, but I enjoy these characters so much that I wouldn't mind just seeing them. I mean, I know it's impossible, but I would love to just see them just continue this series. But I know it's impossible without having some type of Demon Gorgon or some shit
Yeah,
happening. So I guess you're right. There's no way to really, you just have to let it go. But I love the time era. I'm obsessed with, the 80s time era that they're using, and it's great. It's great.
I mean I think either L or Will is gonna die in the season because I think they have something to do with closing the portal or
Mm.
whatever.
This portal has been open. I can't understand. I feel like this portal has been closed multiple times. How does it keep getting? Oh, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. At this point, take a damn nuclear bomb into the portal and blow it up. And let's move on.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It'll kill everything. Just blow it up. It's just crazy how this portal just keeps on opening, 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 opening. I'm just exhausted. But yeah, I mean, someone's gonna probably have to die, so we'll just have to
Oh
wait and
yeah,
see. Yeah, for sure. For sure. So yeah.
yeah. This season was good though because I'm a big horror fan, and
Okay.
this season was definitely more horror, and it had the actor that plays Freddy Krueger in the season. So
It was great. That was great to have. That was really, really great to have. And I know we're coming up. I'm a big horror person too. So we're coming up on the best time of the year, which I'm so
yes,
excited. As you can see in my background, I got plenty of my pumpkins all out
I love
already.
it.
Like
I love it.
I'm such a fall girly, as they like to say. I love fall, I love Halloween, I love all that. It makes me so happy. It's my favorite time of the year. But I definitely need this weather to break.
Yeah,
Like I don't know what this is. Like it's like 80 something. I needed to break at this point.
I know
So I can
exactly.
like open my windows and like enjoy the breeze.
So do you do any of the like haunts? Like, do you go to haunted houses and hay rides and all that stuff for the Halloween season?
You know what? I usually do. I usually gather up my friends. We do go to haunted houses. This season, I'll probably just do one. I used to do like a bunch, but I have one that I do go to and I do enjoy. Oh my God, where's it at? I don't think it's all the way up. I want to say it's like all the way by like Mountville, PA. What is it called? It's not, I don't think it's called, let me see here. Give me 1 second because I actually want to say what it is. Let me see.
Yeah, because I go to like all every year I go to like a bunch of them.
Okay, okay. So I did go to Penhurst, which was pretty good. They updated it, which I did like, and I was like, whoa, okay, I can't wait to come back here. But there's another one in PA that I go to. I think it's called Field of Screams. Yes,
Oh
Field of
yeah, yeah.
Screams. So I do
That's a
like
good
Field of
one.
Screams, but going to Penhurst recently, they definitely, I've been in years. They definitely upgraded it. Like I was like, whoa, like it was very good. Like I was like, I'm coming back here next year. So I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna do both, but it depends on my money because I got a lot of trips that I'm coming up and things I'm doing. I might have to put one of them on the back burner and just do one.
Okay.
So yeah, yeah.
Do
Now,
you
what
have
about
any?
you? Do you go to, is there
Oh my
anyone that you
God.
particularly like or
Well,
attend?
I I live in Philly too, so
Oh, okay, perfect, perfect,
so,
perfect.
so
Okay.
Penhurst is definitely one of them that I try to hit every year, and
Okay.
the Eastern State Pen, but that has been iffy, and
I think that place is trash. I think it used to be good when it first came out, and it's sad because the foundation that it has so much potential.
I
But the
know,
issue that they're running into is that they can't keep up with these other places because all these other places have, I mean, they have the look. You drive really, really far, creepy ass woods,
yeah.
asylum. When I was driving up to the asylum, I was looking at my friends. I was like, girl, I'm hoping my tire don't pop because I can't imagine being stuck up in here. But just to walk through and to get out there, scary as hell. So, yeah, I definitely excited to go back. I might just go back there because I did like that one a lot.
Oh yeah.
We went during the rain, so it sucks. I can't imagine when it doesn't, not when it doesn't rain. So probably go back there again.
I know. I think the same thing when you because to get to Penhurst, you have to drive through like a whole bunch of woods, and I was like, what if we? I was telling my friend, I was like, what if the car breaks down and we have like the hills have eyes like come out of the
Literally.
woods, and they're like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Yes, literally, literally. Yeah. What I'm probably gonna do is I gotta just see what my friends' schedules are and see what the best time. But definitely, I'm definitely gonna go early in the season. I don't wait till the
Yeah.
late. And I have so many trips that are coming up, so I won't be able to do them late. But it's just good to it's just I love the time of the season. So it's always good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And do you have an idea what you're gonna be for Halloween yet?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I'm actually going to this place called P Town. It's
Never
up
heard of it.
in how can I say where it's at? It's not Massachusetts. Is it Massachusetts?
Oh, is that near like Salem and stuff?
No, it kind of is. It kind of is. Let me see where P-Town is. Why do I always forget where it's at? I don't know, like, because there's like two different things, but let me see here. So P-Town is in Massachusetts. It's called Providence Town. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It is absolutely beautiful. It's off of Cape Cod. Okay. So it's near Cape Cod. And it is lovely town. It's beautiful. It's very gay friendly. But I went there this past summer and it was so much
Mm,
fun. Like I fell in love with Iraq. Like I was like, my
really?
God, I can't believe this place is real. So they're doing this thing called Spooky Bear Weekend. And I was like, oh my God, I gotta go. So like I have a friend who's coming from Seattle, Washington to go with me, who also played Big Brother, Heisem. So me and Heisem are going. This will also be me and Heisem's first time meeting. And I'm just trying to think what I want to be. I think we're gonna do like a Beyonce versus Lady Gaga theme party, which I need to
Ooh.
actually, now that you reminded me, I need to reach out to this guy and just check in with him. Um, where's his
That
number
actually
at?
sounds pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. So we're thinking about doing Beyonce versus Lady Gaga, but I always, of course, because I'm going to Spooky Bear Weekend, I feel like I should be some type of bear. And I've already done Yogi Bear before. I feel like Winnie the Pooh was kind of so cliche. So I'm trying to think of different bears that I could be, like cartoon bears, that's actually really, really cute that I can pull off. So
Well,
let me
they
throw some of
did
my
make a
options
horror
at
movie.
you.
They did make a horror movie out of Winnie the Pooh.
I don't think I want to go the scary route. I think I want to go to the sexy slutty route. I think I want to go. I'm a cute teddy bear. I don't think I want to be a scary bear. I already look like a bear in general. Let me see here. Cartoon bear characters. Yeah, I had to look this up before. Why is it not coming up? Okay. So I was thinking maybe like when I was looking at some of these bears, I was like, I could be, is it Balo? He was in Tarzan, but I feel like no one's gonna
Okay.
know who that is.
Yeah, like I had no clue who that was when you just said it.
Thank you. So then also I could be Poe from Kung Fu Panda. I could be, but that means I don't know if I want to paint my face. I don't know if I want to paint my stomach white, and it's a lot to think about. And I would love to do Winnie the Pooh, but I'm scared that there's gonna be so many other bears that do Winnie the Pooh.
You know what? That's a good point. Yeah.
Like, and I could do Yogi again and do Yogi this time. Like, I had a bodysuit when I did Yogi last time. I could do Yogi this time without a bodysuit. So I don't know. I got a couple options. I got to come up with two different costumes. I definitely know I need one for a Friday night party, a Thursday night party. So I was thinking about doing like a Dragon Ball Z character, but it's like
Ooh.
I don't know what character I want to do. I feel like I would love to do Piccolo,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that means I gotta paint my whole body green. And last time I painted my body, I did when I got a big brother, I did my me and my an old friend of mine, we did Doug and Skeeter. And I painted my whole body as Skeeter, as blue. And it took forever, but that blue took forever to come off. It was there for like a good like 3 weeks.
Oh my God, are you
Still
serious?
finding, yeah, I was like finding in cracks in my elbow and my eyes, and I was covered from literally my knees down. So I don't know if I'm. That's what I'm saying. If I do Piccolo, I feel like I have to commit to the green, and it's like,
Yeah, that's true.
am I gonna be able to wash that off like while I'm there? I don't know. I don't know, but that's what I vision. I might still do it, and maybe say Piccolo for being a Saturday night party,
Makes
so it's
sense.
like I'm leaving on Sunday and I don't have to worry about trying to get this green off. But it's like I gotta find somebody to paint me because my friends are not gonna be there. I gotta find somebody to paint me Saturday. Like who's gonna paint me all green and shit? Yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
well, you said you have your friend coming down,
Yes,
right?
but they're only going from Wednesday to Saturday, and I'm going from Wednesday to Sunday. So I'm like,
Gotcha, gotcha.
fuck. I know. I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out, Rocco. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Actually, I need to start working on that now. Now that you're speaking of it, I might just do Yogi Bear again and just get the green tie.
Yeah, Yogi's always like a good choice. Him
And no,
and
get the green hat.
Boo Boo, right? Isn't that
Ah,
the
yes. Yes. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure it out. And see what I could do.
okay,
What about
okay.
you? What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Well, I looked into it, but it's like mad expensive because they don't have the actual costume. You have to buy like all different things.
Hmm.
The demon
But that's the fun
from
part.
Death Death Note, that the anime.
I think my friends are into anime, so I would have to ask them who that is. I'll have to look that up, but they'll probably know the demon from Death Note. So I'll ask
Uh,
them and they'll tell
he
me.
has the book and he carries like a apple with him and stuff. And
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I was looking at and like all these different parts to make it look like him. It's
Yeah,
like, whew,
I know.
it's fun.
It's a lot of work. You know, you could like I always think it's fun when you put it together. Of course, like it's expensive buying the stuff off of Amazon, but I
Yeah.
always think it's fun when you put it together. Like I feel like that's like the best part about it because it's like, oh wow, look, I actually made it work. So,
Oh no, yeah, exactly. And plus he's real tall, so I would have to get like stilts and all that stuff. And yeah, I know. I know. So,
it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a
yeah.
lot for sure. Yeah. 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 But I mean you could definitely pull it off. I think you definitely could pull it off for sure. For sure you could pull it off.
I mean I want to do, but if it's like over the budget limit, I'll probably just do like a classic slasher, like Michael Myers or Jason or
And that's
Chucky.
And that's always easy to be honest too. That's always
Yeah.
easy. That's how I feel. I feel like sometimes like I'll be like, okay, I think about it too much, but it's like I got to think about it. Like I am going to be sweating, hot, dancing, having a good time. Like I don't need to think that much into it. So I
No,
think I'm
you're
going to
right.
commit. I think I'm going to commit to either. I think I'm gonna do definitely some type of bear, and then I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe just doing some type of Dragon Ball Z character, but it's like I don't want to. Like I don't want to pay all that money for the outfit. I'm
I
like,
know. Yeah, that's where I'm at with
yeah.
the thing from Death Note. I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot. It really is a lot. I just feel like I'm better off just putting together stuff on Amazon and making it. I just gotta see what that's gonna be. I gotta look up some more ideas. Like, who else would I want to be? Who else do I want to be? I'm just thinking, like, and I try to pick characters that I can use, like, also my beard. So I'm trying to think if I want to maybe do. I gotta look at some more like characters I can do. Like cartoon characters are easy to do because you could
yeah.
turn them into whatever as long as you make it fun. So I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe I'll find somebody in the I don't know. I don't think I want to do anybody from like Super Mario. Just trying to think of like, nope. I just nobody I want to do from Overwatch. I'll have to figure it out. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I appreciate you getting me to think because now I gotta like really think it out.
Oh
So
yeah. Like
yeah,
we're only a few weeks away, so
I know. I'm trying to get this all together. So yeah. Well, what else you got for me, Rocco? What else you got for me? What other questions you have for me?
well, I always ask guests this is
Okay.
are there any horror films that you like to watch?
Yes. So I love I always do a binge of the Halloween movies.
Of course. Classic.
I think the Halloween movies are probably, I mean, top tier of the Halloween and the Scream movies. They're the top tier. They get it right every time. I do love the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Yes.
But my favorites will be the Halloween ones. I do watch them. So what I try to do is each week in October, I try to dedicate a lot of like my days, like each day I watch a scary movie. So I usually will start with like um I'll start with like Chucky. Get Chucky out the way, watch all the child plays, watch all the Chuckies, and then I'll switch to Jason Voorhees, so watch all those because I'm a Jason person. I love Jason. Like
Nice.
I want Jason to be how um oh wait, I have a Jason mask.
You
Maybe I'll
could be
just be
Jason.
maybe I'll just be a slutty Jason at this point. But actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. That's very easy to do. And I already have it. But I'm thinking in my head, like, when it comes to Jason, like I want Jason to be how Michael Myers is. Like I just feel like Jason never had that girl that continued the franchise. And it's
Mhm.
frustrating and it's very annoying because it's like when you look at the Halloween movies, you always can go back and you can always have Jamie Lee Curtis coming to do something. She's been doing it for years. Then you have the Scream movies and you have Sydney. She's been doing it for years. And it's
Yeah.
just like, why? I'm just upset that, Jason didn't get that same type of, thing because he could. There should be a girl that is like, I've been running these camps for years, and now my ass is old, and I just opened my own camp, and he's still coming for me. Like that's what I need because he doesn't get that respect, and I hate that his movies got jumped all
Oh,
around.
I know. I
Like I
know.
hate that. So I go from Child's Play, and then I go into the Jason, and then I go into the Ghostface, and then I try to end it with Halloween. Of course, I love my good old Disney Halloween movies, that are iconic and stuff like that. I do. I don't really care. Like the Saw movies for me, I like them, but they're not like I don't really want to add I don't like to add the Saw into those people. I like to look at it wise. I like the slashers. So it's like Oh, and also, I mean, also Freddy. So Freddy's thrown in there too. So it's like I got the Freddy, I got the Jason, I got the Michael Myers, I got the Chucky, and then I have Ghostface. So those are my five that I love watching. But do I have a favorite? I would say my favorite scary movie of all time that is super scary and no one can ever say it's not. It's the scariest movie in all the Halloween franchises. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
The Strangers.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
The Strangers is the scariest franchise. I mean, the scariest movie ever. And the reason why it's the scariest because
The one
it's
with
no,
Liv
it's not like,
Tyler.
yeah, like it's not like oh, here's a killer who's running around like who we shot 1,000 times but won't die. Okay, like the rest of these killers. It's on the line of how Ghostface is. Like it's like a killer that's a real human being that's stalking the hell out of you, and you're in this cabin in the middle of nowhere, and it's just you and your husband. Like, no, nah. That's real life scary. And it's also
I
based
know, you're right.
on a true story. Like people go out to these cabins and be like, hey, we're gonna go to the cabins and it's just gonna be me and my person, and we're gonna get away or whatever. And then you tell me these random people try to kill you? That's crazy. With these doll mace? No, that is scary. And the way they did it, really good. The new one they made, flop. Super flop.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't
Super flop.
care for that one too much. Nah.
Yeah, I was annoyed. It didn't have the same feel as the original one. So, which I just gotta pray I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I was really upset. I don't think we needed a new one, to be honest
No,
with
no,
you.
no.
We didn't need a new
We were
one.
fine with the ones that we had.
Yes. So, I love Halloween. It's my favorite time of the season, of the year. It just makes me happy. So I'm just excited for this year. I still need to get this weight off. I'm talking about doing these outfits and costumes and stuff because if not, Yogi Bear is going to be in a onesie. It's going to be in a onesie again because I don't know if I'm going to do it with my chest and all that out. I don't know yet. That's gonna be a lot of work for me. We'll see. So, but now you just gave me an idea. So I think I'm gonna do Jason. Easy, simple. I already
That's
got the
very easy. Yeah,
yep, I already got the mask, and I think
yeah,
I'm just gonna
definitely.
do I'm probably gonna do Yogi again. I really want to do Winnie the Pooh. I might do it, but these hoes, it's probably be 1,000 of these bears wearing Winnie the Pooh. And I'm gonna be annoyed. So, but if we do a Beyonce, if I do this Beyonce party theme, then I'll do a Beyonce outfit, and
Okay.
I'll probably just do the leotard from Single Ladies. Call it a day.
Nice,
Call it a
nice,
day. So I
nice.
don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I got a lot to think about.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely do. You got
Yes.
quite a few things that you want to be. And
Yes.
well, the last thing I will ask you is where could fans follow you at?
Okay, so yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram. It's the Derek Frazer. Very simple. And then I do have TikTok. I try to do TikTok as much as possible. It's the same as the Derek Frazier, but there's an underscore at the end. If you guys are ever looking for Big Brother recaps, I have a show that I do on YouTube, which is called the Royalty Podcast. And it's on the Heavy Crown Network on YouTube. And we recap Big Brother, Survivor, Traitors. We also talk about like fun things in our lives that we're doing. Like my one partner in this business, Tiffany, she has her own show where she talks about life that's called Yes Bitch Yes. I also do like adventures with like one of my best friends where we talk about our crazy adventures that we do together. So we'll definitely have some adventures coming up. But yeah, if you're ever looking for a recap where you're like, I don't know what Big Brother is, I don't want to watch it, it's too long, or just need like funny real recaps where we're gonna say what you're thinking, come check us out. So yeah, you can follow me wherever. I'm somewhere.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on and doing the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Rocco. I had a lot of fun. These questions were really good. I was expecting these questions, and I love that we talked about horror because that is my favorite. So I'm glad we got a chance to talk
It's
about
mine
that.
too. Like I always love to bring up horror in my interviews, so
Good,
I'm happy you like it.
good, good, good. Oh, until we meet again, of course, or I'll probably see you out in Philly one time, some type of
I
way.
know.
Yeah, just let me know. As long as you Eagles fan,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, we're good then. All right. So yeah, you'll probably see me out. I'm taking a little break from life and I've been hiding. I'm in my hiding era and shit. I'm trying to like hide and then pop out and be like, bam, I'm skinny bitches. So I just been hiding a lot. So but I promise you I'll be out one day.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely look for you around Philly then.
All right, Rocco. I'll see you later, okay?
All right,
Bye,
buddy.
guys. Thank you for listening or watching or however you're watching this. And remember to, do you have YouTube?
I yes.
So make sure you guys like and subscribe and comment below.
I love it. Thank you, man.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
All right.